Afternoon, everyone. I'm Michelle Morley. I'm a sitting circuit court judge in Sumter County, Florida, which is part of the 5th Judicial Circuit. And I also have the honor and the privilege of co-chairing the Elder Caring Coordination Initiative with Linda Fieldstone. Linda?
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here today. Linda Fieldstone, after years of working with families in conflict in the Miami-Dade Court. I am also co-chair, as Michelle said, of the Elder Caring Coordination Initiative.
All right. Well, welcome, everybody, and thank you for being here. We want to take you on a little journey as we address family discord in the guardianship process and how to do that outside of court. So imagine, if you would, a dinner at grandma's house where family are gathered, and family who get along and who love one another and support one another. Once in a while they have differences, but they're able to work those out. And they're beginning to notice that grandma is losing her capacity to make some significant decisions. And she recognizes that as well, and she reaches out for help, and the family is there to support her. But again, each of them is unique, and sometimes they have differences, but they're able to work those out as they help grandma to meet her needs and keep her safe. So perhaps they reach a point where they need some intervention and grandma is needing a little bit more assistance. They can go to elder mediation, where they have specially trained mediators that are aware of the issues that arise as people are aging. And the family can stay focused on the issues that they are there to discuss. Another alternative for them as grandma is losing her capacity is what's called supported decision making, where they would, again, come together and collaborate with each other. And grandma would continue making decisions for herself, but they would help her and support her and advise her as she goes forward. Linda?
So now imagine this. We know that in mediation, people are ready and able, like Michelle said, to work together. But in high conflict families, the motivation is driven more by personal unresolved issues and past disappointments and long-term resentments that have resurfaced. Court then becomes a battleground, and many of you recognize this picture. Maybe even have felt the emotions and the energy and the time and the funds it has taken to invest in litigation. Meanwhile, families become divided as alliances are formed, and instead of the parents being with their children, they are consumed by the necessary meetings at attorneys' offices or in court while their children are home alone. The children may even be losing relationships with extended family members that they first or once felt supported by. And the aging loved one that everyone is fighting over is home alone too, confused and isolated and scared and missing the very people that are arguing over them, wishing, I just want my family to get along. You should know that Stay Well Healthcare, the largest Medicare, Medicaid resource in our state, has actually declared family conflict as a health issue for our elders. As decisions regarding their care are delayed, medical care is jeopardized, and their safety is at risk. Moreover, the conflict also affects the health of the caregivers, which further impacts the care of the elder. Elder caring coordination is the solution. It is based on the premise that the welfare of the elder is being served through the collaboration of family members. Instead of pulling the family apart like our adversarial system and putting each other down, elder caring coordination brings the family together and builds on the individual strengths of family members and others in their support system. So what is elder caring coordination? It is a court-ordered dispute resolution process during which an elder caring coordinator, or for short, EC, assists the elders any legally authorized decision makers and others who participate in the process by court order or invitation to resolve disputes with high conflict levels in a manner that respects the elders' need for autonomy and safety. And how do they do this? By enabling more effective communication and negotiation and problem-solving skills, by offering education about elder care resources, facilitating an elder caring plan, a dynamic plan that's changing all of the time according to the needs and transitions of their aging loved one, by making recommendations on how they can resolve issues, and even when necessary, helping to decide how the decisions would be made, not what decisions would be made, but the tools that they would need to resolve those issues. So elder caring coordination addresses the non-legal issues outside of the court in a way that's focused on solutions and not blame. The ECs are appointed for a term of up to 2 years, and that way, instead of going back to court for every non-legal issue, the elders and families' concerns can be addressed quickly and privately without the need for a judge's gavel. Michelle?
So Linda had mentioned that this is a court-ordered process because we're working with families who allow their conflict to interfere even with the care of and the safety of their elder loved one, and won't go to any kind of dispute resolution process unless the court orders them to do that. Elder caring coordination was developed through the collaboration of 2 task forces, one formed by the Association for Conflict Resolution, and it was comprised of 20 United States and Canadian organizations. And then the Florida chapter of the Association of Family and Conciliation Courts convened a separate task force made up of 20 statewide entities and organizations that work day in and day out with elders and their families. From my perspective as a judge, and when I practiced as an attorney, I saw cases that were driven by the conflict between the family, where the family members could not let go of the grudges that they had developed or the resentment that they had developed. They couldn't stop blaming each other. And as a judge, I see the same kind of thing. And the issues that they bring before me are not related to the law. For example, whether or not the elder should be cared for in a nursing home or in their own home with home health. There's no law that says what should be done there. The judge has to use their best judgment, but we are trained in the law, not in these kinds of issues. We identify cases that should be referred to elder caring coordination by the number of motions that are being filed, the challenges to the guardian's decisions, the challenges perhaps to a power of attorney's decisions, everybody second guessing, where the issues that are being brought before the court are emotional issues rather than issues based in the law. So those issues are best dealt with by the family through the elder caring coordination process, because the EC is going to help them facilitate their agreement and their collaboration in a strength-based, trauma-informed way, rather than in an adversarial way that a lawyer would do in court, where blame is emphasized and where negativity is emphasized. Understand that the elder caring coordinator is a neutral, not an investigator, not an evaluator, does not make any substantive decisions like the judge would do if you were in court. The elder caring coordinator's role is really to help the family focus their energy on what needs to be done for their elder, listening to the elder's voice so that everybody remembers what it is the elder wants, and that is the person that we're all worried about, not the disagreements that we're having, but what this elder person needs, our loved one, and what our strengths are, what each of us can do, not what we're going to blame each other for. We have 8 pilot sites throughout the state of Florida that are using elder caring coordination. They're scattered throughout the state. They're in West Palm, I should say Palm Beach County, Broward County, up in not in Gainesville, but in the 5th Circuit, we have Lake, Sumter, Marion, Citrus, and Hernando County. We have Volusia, Flagler, Putnam County, St. Johns County in the 7th Circuit, Hillsborough County in the 13th Circuit, Sarasota and Manatee County in the 12th Circuit. Linda, help me. I'm forgetting where our pilot sites are. I'm sorry.
Orlando. So we have the 5th Circuit, 7th, 9th, 11th, not 11th, 7th, 9th, 12th, 13th, 15th, 17th, and 18th circuits.
The 18th, that's the one I forgot. That's Seminole and Brevard counties.
And also Orlando was the 9th.
Thank you. Yes, and Osceola is also in the 9th. Linda, do you want to take it from there?
Okay. Next slide. There we go. Sorry. So elder caring coordination reduces families' risks to conflict. Because the elders caring coordinators, the ECs, are so highly trained in conflict resolution, they're able to protect the elder from that conflict. And they do that by helping the family focus on their aging loved one rather than their anger toward each other. The autonomy of the elder is respected, and the safety of the elder is protected. Actually, everybody in the family can benefit as the conflict is reduced. The family members feel more supported, the elder's safety is addressed, and not just the quality of life, but the quantity of life of the elder is enhanced as the health of the elder becomes more stable than it would have been if they were engaged in the middle of the family feuds. Elder caring coordination helps the elder pass on the most beautiful gift of all, and that's the legacy of peace in their families. So you can just imagine how that aging person would feel knowing the benefits of participating in this process.
I want to mention something additional, and that is, as Linda mentions, everybody in the family benefits, because even the children will lose relationships with their cousins when their parents are arguing with each other or, not able to communicate with one another. And so as elder caring reduces that conflict, the cousins are getting to see each other again. They're watching their parents resolve these disagreements peacefully and learning better ways to address conflict. We also see a savings of time and money when the hearings are addressing only legal issues. There are fewer hearings and they're shorter than the hearings that address emotional issues and issues that really don't have anything to do with the law, and the lawyers have to spend as much time questioning witnesses as they do really educating the judge about the impact of decisions one way or another. As elder caring coordination enables the family to step up and work out their differences, they are the ones providing the care for the elder, not nursing homes, not home health, or in addition to nursing homes and home health, but collaboratively where they can all see the elder and the elder can see all of them. Nobody is gatekeeping to alienate the elder from other relatives or even past friends, where the visitation is done in an orderly way and the conflict isn't going to upset the elder because it rears its ugly head in the midst of a transition from one visit to another. The EC, the Elder Caring Coordinator, is paid by the family members. The court decides how much each of the family members would pay towards the EC's fee, but that fee is divided among those stakeholders instead of each family member coming to court with their own expert, with their own lawyer, to argue, to blame, to demean one another and fuel the hostility. Elder Caring Coordination instead reduces that conflict and, again, emphasizes the strengths of each person rather than blaming each person. The Elder Caring Coordinator will help the family develop an elder care plan for the aging loved one so that they anticipate transitions as they occur. We know when there's conflict in a family over children, those children are going to mature, grow up, and need less and less care and be less and less dependent. But with an elder, it's the reverse. As the elder ages, they become more dependent, they have more need, and there are transitions that we have to anticipate as the elder's health and condition declines. I want to also mention a benefit of Elder Caring Coordination, and that is that capacity in guardianships is sometimes a deal breaker, we'll say, because there's such stigma attached to it. Sometimes a determination of incapacity can be avoided through Elder Caring Coordination because a guardian is appointed and incapacity is determined where an elder is at risk of being exploited or neglected. But if we can get the family to step up and collaborate and work together to take care of that elder, to make sure they're not exploited, to make sure that their needs are being met and they're not neglected, then there may not be a need to determine incapacity or appoint a guardian. So everyone, as I mentioned, benefits through the Elder Caring Coordination process when we start out with a high conflict family. This past June, as I believe Linda might have mentioned, the United Nations recognized Elder Caring Coordination as an intergenerational action model that promotes the welfare of elders and keeps them safe. Linda?
So you should know that Elder Caring Coordination is also available in some other states as well as soon in Toronto, Canada. We have Elder Caring Coordination at this point, not just in Florida, but in Indiana, Ohio, Idaho, and Minnesota. They have all participated in some way as pilot sites, and soon to be California, Maryland, and as I said, Toronto. We're hoping that this becomes more and more accessible, not just here in the United States, but elsewhere. And we're honing in now in Florida, hoping that more and more of our families have a chance to benefit from this process. If you need more, want more information about Elder Caring Coordination, our website is up there. That's Elder Caring Coordination FL for Florida.org. Please go on the website, and also you can get our information to contact us if we can help you any further. Thank you so much for your participation today, and we are hopeful that Elder Caring Coordination will meet the needs of many families and help them refocus on the elder and provide all the loving care that's needed.
And if Elder Caring Coordination is not being piloted in your location and you want to know more about it, please don't hesitate to ask the lawyers involved in your case or the judge in your case if Elder Caring Coordination could be brought to your jurisdiction. We'd be glad to help other circuits pilot the project as well. Thank you again for your attention. Thank you, Dr. Sugar, for hosting this event, and giving us the opportunity to talk about elder caring coordination and bring it to another audience.